Hello everyone. Are you confused about how you can rate your saris? What's the margin that you can keep for each sari? Especially if you're doing a reselling business, you must be confused about how you can price your saris. There are a lot of women where they just keep 20 rupees and 30 rupees as a profit. Fine, that's because there's huge competition and people now everybody is online. So I know now, for example, if it's a Malmal sari, I have an idea about how much the pricings are. And so if I find someone else a little more, above that price, I wouldn't approach the person. If there are two people selling the same sari, I would definitely go approach the person who sells the sari in a cheaper rate, right? So that is also another disadvantage when it comes to the reselling business. Like everybody, they try to sell the same sari, but in a competitive rate. But I suggest you can have at least a 20% profit. Like when you do it for very less, like just for 20 rupees, 30 rupees, end of the day, you won't have that satisfaction. Very soon you will get frustrated. You're definitely going to stop doing this business because you feel, okay, you don't have, like, you don't get much profit. So what is the point in just having a 30 rupees profit? So you need to have at least a 20% profit. And to make the 20% profit, what I just tell you, something a little how you can tweak the sari a bit. Um, on the other hand, now this said, I would just like to just inform something else before I continue with this. Again, like in many of my videos, I've been talking about customizing the sari. Yeah, instead of buying from a reseller and selling it. I used to stress on customizing the sari because I think that makes the sari very unique. Like buying a plain sari, attaching a border or attaching a lace or doing some embellishment work on top of the saris. So all these will make your saris look a little different. Yeah. So this is one method and how you can customize your saris and you can sell it. In that case, you can sell your saris in a very good margin because you're putting in your own effort, so you can sell it for a very good. Now if you're buying a plain sari for 600, you can easily sell that even for 1500 because you're putting in your own efforts, you're putting in your own creativity. And so nobody, like there's no other sari which is similar to that. What you're doing is your design, your creativity, so you can charge them for it. Okay, but if you're selling the same sari, yes, I said keep at least 20% profit. And how you can do this is, again, I've noticed many women, they do it very abruptly. So that is, that customer, that bonding is just not there. Okay, whatever, if they get around 10 saris from a reseller, they just immediately forward it to their clients very vague and they just forward it. But you know what, you need to just put in a little more a human touch to it. Just come up with some nice wordings. Just come up with how that sari can make the customer look beautiful, or tell about the description of the sari, what kind of sari it is. If it's a handmade sari, like how they'll be helping the weavers. They'll be doing a favor to the weavers by buying these saris. So just put in that little more effort. So in that case, you don't feel guilty. At the same time, you're just doing you're just doing something extra. Now, okay, if you're charging 20% for a sari, you're just giving some more things extra. You can what else you can do is you can come up with these bags, marketing bags. For example, my brand name is Fio. So what I generally do for my saris is I make a sari bag as well. I put my sari in that and I send it across with it's got a Fio logo on top of the bag. So it's also like a marketing. At the same time, the customer, the customer can have it. They can preserve the sari inside the bag and keep it inside the cupboard. They can use it. They can reuse it as well. So these kind of extra efforts will actually take you a long way. If you keep a 20 rupees and 30 rupees profit, it's not going to help you in any way. So at least a 20% profit, you can just bring in this little more efforts of explaining to the customer the importance of the sari, and give slight, complimentary things like a sari bag, or probably, a fridge magnet, something which is affordable, but which is cute, which also makes the customer feel good. You can also, what I could suggest is, you can also team up with other handmade ladies. Like, for example, you have a friend who makes handmade jewelry. What you could do is, now when you have a sari, you can, now for example, it's a nice red a floral design sari. You can, with that, you can just put in these jewelry, a earring perhaps which is in red color, or a chain which is in red color, and say it goes well with the sari, and you can market that as well. So it serves a double purpose. You also get a little bit of commission for the jewelry. You're helping your friend also do a branding, and at the same time the customer also gets to have something exclusive, right, with the sari, a matching earring or a matching chain, things like that. So try to come up with something different when you do reselling. Just don't, that is, if you're looking at this as, if you're looking at yourself doing this business for at least 5 to 10 years, then I suggest putting in all these little bit of efforts. The small effort will actually make a huge difference. A little bit, just a little bit. It'll make the customer feel really good. I think we all would have experienced that. When we receive a package, we just expect one package, but when you open it, it is something complimentary. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel special. It makes you feel wanted. The marketing is all about making your customer feel special, make your customer feel like a king or a queen. So these are my little tips on how I can, what I suggest, like how you can keep the margin for your saris. If you find all this useful, what I suggest is, I have a Facebook group, and I'll give you the description below. So if you find all this useful, please join my group. I will be giving a lot more tips over there. Just love to help you and serve you in the way I can. Having said that, thank you. Meet you all in another video.